Why do 99% of the people plateau at just good enough? It's because we've gotten to the norm to listen to the expectations of others instead of listening to the expectations that you set for yourself. All right, let's go. If you're tired of not feeling fit, tired of just not having a focus, tired of just not having the life that you deserve, this is your place to be. I'm Jason Yarusi. Today is part 3 of Break the Cycle. If you are just jumping in today, go back and make sure you listen to the previous couple episodes of Break the Cycle. Part 1, which is rebuild, and part 2, which is reclaim. Now, part of this was just looking at here you are in the middle of the year with a year that you've probably started with some big audacious goals, with some things that you want to do, yet you've fallen short. You've fallen off the track. Potentially the goals you were going after, you completely stopped, or maybe you've gone even in the opposite direction. But that's okay, because you can't go backwards. One of the biggest things you can do is look at where you are right now and break the cycle. And part of that we spoke on earlier this last 2 weeks is rebuilding, right? Rebuilding the you that you want to have, then reclaiming the life that's yours. Now, today we are talking about rise. You've put together the steps. You've broken the mold. You've gone and now you're starting to work. Now it's time to rise. It's to go where others won't go. Now, when you think about this here, you have to ask yourself, why do 99% of the people plateau at just good enough? It's because we've gotten to the norm to listen to the expectations of others instead of listening to the expectations that you set for yourself. Now, if you go back and you think about it, what are your standards? If you show me your standards, I will show you the success track you're on. It's very simple. You go in life and you look at where you are. Well, you are at a place that's been dictated by the standards that you've allowed to come in. How many times have you stopped when you have more to go? How many times have you not done that last rep? How many times have you not made that last call? How many times have you not pushed yourself outside your comfort zone because you thought, it's just good enough for today? Oh, I'll get back to this next week, or I'll look at this when I have some more time. Or anything in your life. Oh, you know what? It's not important to go out with my wife on a date this week. Oh, it's not important to tuck my kids in because I need to just go and be on Netflix. Or, it's not important, or I can get back to this tomorrow, or I have more time. When is the decision for you to rise above your standards, rise above your expectations? Because you no longer are basing what you believe and what you want based on others' thoughts. I go on life and I look at this. We're at the beach the other day that had a lot of waves, really hectic. And my daughter's age, great swimmer, but I made her put a life jacket on because of just it was really busy beach and the waves were really high. And she was saying, well, what if other kids see me? And I didn't even know what I crept into her, but she had some expectation that other kids who were younger than her were out there swimming without life jackets. And my response was, you shouldn't care, because I don't care. All I care about is you and your safety and where you're going and where you're pushing forward. And all you need to worry about is you and yourself. Plus, I wish I had that life jacket on because I could just be hanging out there, just lying on my back, just enjoying the water. So you look at what you have and you look at where you are, and you have to base what you're thinking and what you're doing based on your level, not someone else's level. And if your level's too low, you have to realize it. And that gets back to rebuilding and reclaiming what's possible in your life. But too many times, we're stopping. We're uncomfortable pushing out there, and it kills our momentum. It's like you're in a car, right? And you have your foot on the gas. But as our friend, Dr. Noah St. John spoke on the other day, you have one foot also on the brake. And you're asking yourself, why aren't I getting closer to my goals quicker? It's because you're pushing, but you're pulling back at the same time. You can't push and pull at the same time. You have to push forward and ask yourself, am I being the one pushing the standards? We have lighthouses out in the water, right? It's where ships are able to go and set their sights on a destination, or set their sights on a point so they can basically make sure they're going on a safe journey. And what that allows them to get from A to B in a safe measure by understanding where they are in the series of where they are in the ocean. But we can be the lighthouse for ourselves, but also for others, because we can begin to set the standards out. When others are telling you, isn't that enough? Well, why don't you stop there? Or, isn't that far enough for today? You can push the boundaries. You can pull other people up. You can start pushing yourself forward and then pulling others with you, because you're no longer pushing forward and pulling yourself back. You get to push forward and pull others along with you. And that allows the standards to get raised, not only for you, but for everyone around you. And what happens when standards raise with everyone around you? The new level of success rises to new heights. This is your time. This is your journey. This is where you set non-negotiables. You have to look at your life and say, this is a non-negotiable. It could be tucking your kids in at night. It could be making sure you say, I love you to my wife every day. It could be getting up and doing 20 minutes of exercise, no matter how you feel every day. It could be getting in 10,000 steps. It could be making 20 calls a day. It could be underwriting a project every week. What are your non-negotiables? What is going to change the outcome of your life? Because you said, I no longer accept the standards that I allowed to creep into my life because those standards are failures. That's the hard truth. Your standards need to be set at a new level so you can understand a path forward that gets you to the destination that you truly deserve to be. Here at Live 100, it's setting up a long-term vision and then executing day in and day out with the standards you've set that get you to the vision that you only dream about right now. So as I leave you as a part of this 3-part series, make sure you go and listen to this again. Ask yourself, am I breaking the cycle? Or am I following like sheep to a destination that's really not mine? Today, set up in your mind and take 2 minutes and imagine a future 10 years from now. Where are you? What is the air like? What is the house like that you live in? What is the feeling like of who's around you, right? Are you with your family? Are you with your kids, grandkids? What kind of shape do you feel in? Do you feel healthy? Do you feel invigorated? What type of day? Where do you live? What's the weather like around you? What kind of car do you drive? Can you feel it? Can you smell the air? Can you smell the inside of the car? What type of life do you have? Are you active in what? Are you an investor? Do you work for a job? Where are you in your life? If you can see it, you can be it. But if you can't think about it, then you're going to allow other people's visions to become yours. And here at Live 100, we set the height to rise to new levels, not to fall back. And when we fall back, we get up again just to start over and rise to a new level. So that's what I have for you today. If you can do anything for us, go over to jasonyarusi.com. There's a free assessment there. You can answer a few questions for yourself to just get yourself out of the gate and start the journey. And thank you for the reviews. Thank you so much for taking time to go down there, leave us just an honest review. It helps us continue to get this out to more of people to help them level up the Live 100 that they truly desire to have. All right, that's what we have today. I'm Jason Yarusi. This is the Live 100 podcast. Let's do this.